Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play EU4 as Super ULM! Also known as the black cancerous plague octopus that is spreading across Europe. You know, we've taken over quite a bit of land here, mostly because of flipping Hesse over here, which is pretty good. We do have a bit of a coalition, but, you know, a lot of people in the comments have been like, you don't have anything to worry about. And that is probably true, honestly. Even if Austria were to join in, honestly, I think it would be bad times for them. Manpower is almost capped. I'm tempted to keep, like, pushing the war front in general. We don't need to tech up quite yet. We'll wait until that goes away. France, how do you care about me? Pretty good. Pretty good. A little bit of aggressive expansion. The ones we've got right now will burn off after 10 years with them. It would be nice to get this better relations over time guy, but he's quite expensive. I really don't need the Diplo rep right now, though. What does that cost? 7.4? So an extra, what, 5 or 6? It might be worth it just to, again, try to keep that under control. We do have a looming disaster over here, which is quite big. That's actually, like, really looming. Like, really, really looming. Overextension is... Okay, we're going to wait for this thing to pop down. And then we're going to go and boost our stability. Oh! There we go. Alright, that's what happens when you reload the game. The AI recalculate all their rivalries. So, okay, first of all, who hates you? Aragon and England hate you, Austria. Aragon, who has gone ahead and integrated Naples. Aragon, why do we have to be rivals? I don't know if we'll ever be able to remove that, but it would be really nice to make friends with you or England. Oh, we're currently at war with England. Yeah, we'll get better. Don't worry about it. Anywho, Milan, siege is over. We're, of course, in 2 wars, which I'd forgotten about. With Pomerania, yeah, against who? Bohemia, Mainz, Saxony. All these are going to be fine. We don't have to actually get involved in any of this stuff. Let's go ahead and pull our troops back to, I don't know, Bommerwald or something like that. Treviso is converted Protestant. Excellent. Grand Banks Fisheries, bigger supply of fish. Price of fish has already gone down because of some of the religious reformations that went on there. Yeah, come on, core. Austria has officially entered the coalition against me. All right, fine. If you want to bring it, it would be really nice, though, if all my allies weren't currently in another war, because it would be a little annoying if they declared now, because there's always a chance they might not jump in with me, but overall we're okay. We are at full army maintenance. We're going to leave it there. Aragon entered it. The only thing Aragon and Austria can agree is that New Ulm is a big problem. Still, if the war breaks out right now, I'll instantly... There we go. I'll instantly be able to jump onto Tyrell and Sud Tyrell and their mountains. So displacing me out of there is going to be very, very difficult. So this is still spreading currently because our religious unity... oh, unrest is less than 0, so this should stop it. One of the followings must be true unless it's less than 0. It is. So shouldn't that go away? I mean, we still have the religious unity problem, but anyway. Let's merge that up. How's our force limit going on? We can increase it slightly. I think I'll just build another infantry unit. That's going to be fine. If we are going to be taking over some territory, we'll have some attrition issues. If the war does break out, we can instantly upgrade to matchlock muskets, which also has the advantage of not actually having a unit type upgrade, which means we won't take the morale hit. Also, it's just pretty decent. Religious... Wait. What? Hesse doesn't exist anymore. How can they get a decision when this whole country doesn't exist anymore? We swallow them up. We annex them. Diplomatically. I'm really confused. That's a bit of a glitch. So, I mean, I know that, like, to a certain extent, the country tags continue to persist in the background is, I guess, what's going on there. Kind of weird. I definitely don't want to separate peace out because I don't want to do anything that might hurt my relationship with Pomerania. I want to make sure we have maximum, you know, fought to the end, sort of trust everything as possible. Get them to defense us up. Is that... Okay, looming disaster is no longer progressing, which is good. We do have some potential rebellions. Where is this? Down here. Oh, everyone who understands German, thank you very much for specifying that, like, this term here is basically the term that would be applied to maybe foreigners in general, or more specifically, like, Roman/Latin type people, is what that Welsh is sort of used for. And apparently, something like, what, like Wallace or what? It's like the same sort of root-ish word. So that's good to know. Anyway, where would this happen? Yeah, all down here. So let's go ahead and just stand there. I mean, it'll still pop up. Okay, Saxony's pieced out. These are hills and mountains. Yeah, so if we can start with the defensive bonus from that, that would be quite good. I'll actually put some more people in the hills because they're slightly less defended. You know what? There we go. 14 and 14. That'll be pretty good. The rebellions that rise up might be slightly more powerful than that, but we will have defensive bonuses. I can go ahead and get another leader, which I will go ahead and do. That's not terrible. War! Okay, so the coalition just triggered. Wow. We are at war with all the things. Is this is farmland? Let's go and fuck up the Milanese army. Excuse me for the language. But no, we're going to go and F them up. Let's go and instantly pick up this upgrade. Boom. Which should give us the effect right away. More cavalry fire, more infantry shock. We can build barracks and weapons manufacturers, not that we need to. So we're going to come in here with 28 against 15. They might get a few up reinforcements from here, but we also have a pretty good leader. There shouldn't be any river crossings, and it's flat land. So we should be able to crush that army from day one. We could have also just moved into the mountains over here and tried to take up a defensive position as strong as possible while also sieging out some stuff. Tyrell's got the advantage of being a gold mine, so if we can control that, that's good. Let's take a look. Who do we got on our side? France, Pomerania, Hungary, and Bourbonnais all joined in on my side defensively over here. This is crazy. We are in 3 wars. Nuts. Very cool. We are going to get a truce at the end of this with everyone in the coalition, which does give us, in a sense, a little bit of breathing room, because that'll basically break up the coalition. But we always have to also want to make sure that we can take any potential land or whatever we may want out of this. It's unfortunate that we are not rivaled to Milan, because we can't, like, separate piece them out for humiliation or something like that. Let's try to chase these guys down. I don't know where they're going to go. They might end up in Parma. Nope. Still that way. Luckily, if anywhere they can walk, we can walk. I do like that new system. I think it's quite good. So if we can just stack wipe these out, yeah, they'll be able to rebuild their army at some point, but not quite yet. I suppose I could have force marched to get there a little bit faster to guarantee that we can stack wipe them. But there we go. We got them anyway. Excellent. All right, we got to worry about engaging the Austrian army correctly over here. We've got lots of manpower. We've got lots of money. We can even reinforce with some mercs if we need to. We are just looking for really, really, really good, safe engagements. Those are in the hills. We would have a numbers advantage, and I'm not sure they could reinforce. Okay, they're mostly going to run away. So what would be nice, where are you going to South Tyrol, is if we can go and take up that defensive. Let's squish this. Kill some extra manpower for free over here. War score doesn't matter much, but it is going to start to tire them down, and they are the primary war leader. So the faster we can beat down Milan, the better. They got some war exhaustion right away. Speaking of which, how's my war exhaustion? Still totally fine. We're not capped down under diplo power yet, but soon we will be. We'll have to keep that in mind. We can easily go and buy down some of the war exhaustion. Aragon is landing over there, which is fine. They're probably going to try to go to Treviso, but yeah, I'm gonna apparently fight some rebels. Shitty time for rebellion, although not all that surprising either. So we're here. We've got superior numbers, superior stats, and they've got the mountain problem, which is good. Also, their leader only has maneuver and nothing else. So that's good. We will have to go and blow up those rebels. Although it's possible, depending on where the Aragonese army goes, they might actually fight the rebels for us, which would be pretty handy. So I'm actually debating still coming in here and starting to siege this stuff up. Taking Tyrell in particular would be a good source of money. Most of my opponents are somewhere else. Now, they do have a lot of troops in general. We are going to have to go for, like, peace as quickly as possible. You know what? Maybe we should not have overly large eyes here. Maybe what I should do is just try to siege out Milan as quickly as possible. Break them down. Yeah, you know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to try to end this, this war as quickly as possible. Do you have a siege bonus? You do. Good. So you can go to the capital. You don't, but We'll still assign you anyway. You go down to Cremona. So that's what we're going to do. Or are we? I don't want to jump in on them. If I could get there first, that would be fine. Problem is, this is both flat land, so if they decide to come over here and beat me up, they'll easily be able to do it. Now, what we have to do is we have to win some military battles. So if I do this, almost certainly he'll change his mind. He's going to arrive there on the 29th. We'll arrive there on the 28th. So that's okay. Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to change your mind. Although, again, by combining these, I lost my general over here, which is so annoying. Tell you what, let's go over our force limit a little bit. Just get some extra infantry over here. And then we'll apply our leader to one of them. The 5th, the 8th, yeah. So we'll get there first as well. And we'll just sit there in the mountains where it's relatively safe. If they want to attack me in one of those places, we can reinforce, hopefully relatively well. It's unfortunate that, you know, all my allies are busy in other wars at the same time. Although, we are 94% in this war, so Pomerania is about to peace out, which means it's going to be able to focus a little bit more on just this. Pomerania just pieced out Mainz. So that was just a side piece. Okay. You. No, you are going to get this leader and then go in there. You're going to go in there. These Lombard Patriots are going to be annoying, but not unbeatable. It'd be really nice if Aragon decided to do that. Okay, so we're officially out of the war over here, which is good. Pomerania has gained 1 province and gotten a little bit of money. Okay, so good for them. And also it frees up more of their troops to fight in our war, because they are on my side in this war. War enthusiasm is still high, which is good. And we'll keep an eye on our own exhaustion. This is going to be a little on the tough side. I'm really hoping we could get them to attack me here. To the extent where I think what I might do is shrink this army a little bit. They do have a lot of troops. On the 11th and the 15th. We actually won't get there fast enough, so we've got to stand here. 22. They might move in on a 13 stack with that. It seems unlikely. Let's leave us here for now, but we will split things up. Lüneburg joined the coalition? They won't join this battle, though. That would be a separate coalition. Might even be a coalition of 1. Okay, they're not coming. So, with that in mind, let's do one of these. And maybe they'll attack the 6 stack. And then we can reinforce quite quickly. And hopefully crush them. Alright, more religious conversion. That's good. We don't want the Diplotech yet, although we're not really paying much of a premium anymore. Defect, that's not really going to be an issue. Alright, France coming in and cleaning up some small stacks, really good. How come we got negative war score? Oh, because some extra battles? No, it's the blockades mostly. Oh, and the battles, okay, as well. My allies are losing some of them, which is really a little annoying. Now, if I could crush more of these small stacks, that would also be really nice. I might actually be able to take this small little Austrian army. I was really hoping to bait them in here, but it doesn't look like they're taking the bait. So, since most of their dudes are over here, let's do one of those. Where are you going? To Waldstadt over there, which is fine. We should be able to crush that before any reinforcements come. Or will we? And then the 21st, can we beat them? Well, we're going to get there tomorrow. Can we beat them in that time? Because we don't want to have the mountain bonus on the other side. Meanwhile, oh, they're going to make it out in time. So you know what? I will just prepare to reinforce over here. Ah, they got out. Cancel this. You go there, which you're still mostly on the way. If we're getting really lucky, these guys will continue their move here. No, they've changed their mind. Poop. Any chance we can catch these guys? Yes, we will this time. Now, they might reinforce, but it's flat land. And their core is mostly going to be dead by the time anyone reinforces. I think we're going to be more than well enough. And if we can crush a few more Milanese armies over here, And keep bumping up their exhaustion as much as possible. That would be really good. Let's move some... Oh, we gotta wait a sec. There we go. Move some dudes this way. Farmland. Okay, that's fine. If they want to jump in there, we can deal with that. And then let's take this 7 stack. And we'll be able to actually catch this 2 stack. Very good. I think they're going to jump in here. Now, they might get some reinforcements in time, but it seems unlikely. Plus, I got some extra dudes around here. Not very many. Okay. Let's go. Come on. Start walking. Okay, we still have vastly superior numbers. Yeah, they've got reinforcements, but will they get there anywhere we're mostly close to in time? It'd be nice if we had, like, you know, if they had a negative modifier on their side. France is coming around too, and they've got their 5-3 general kicking around. Obviously, France is always good to add some real mathematical muscle to any fight. So that is a big army. I'm fine with them engaging me, but they have to engage me in the mountains or the hills or something. Definitely not in the farmland. Actually, let's chase this. That's Aragon. They might just disappear completely. We might have to follow them to the other side of the world to actually catch them, so we'll want to avoid that ideally. A lot of unfriendly faces around. Merge these guys. Okay. Oh. We'll go ahead and just, again, finish that off. Every time we stack wipe Milan, it's going to be good. Look at their war exhaustion getting quite high. My own's almost at 2. I'm going to go ahead and spend it now so I don't forget it. Because it's going to be really important to not have, like, too many other rebels. Speaking of which, it might be time for me to go and deal with this stack, especially before they move into somewhere mountainous, which would be particularly bad. Okay. We'll see. I'm going to move up here for now. That is really long. An astonishing performance. A young female troubadour who won fame across Europe for unconventional music was invited to perform at your court. The sight of her costume prompted the entire room to gasp. Her songs had countless instances of thinly disguised innuendo and references to unconventional sex acts. At one point, the Archbishop turned scarlet and stormed out of the room. The performance concluded. All eyes turned to you to hear your response. Provocative and mesmerizing commentary on romance and gender in contemporary society, blah, 20 admin power, or ridiculous trash for stupid people, get on my site. I'd lose a little prestige, gain a theologian, which I don't really need right now. And of course, I like power. I like monarch points, so we're going to do that. Is this? No. Okay, good. This core is going to finish regardless, no matter, even if we lose a siege over there, which is very, very, very important. Then I'm going to have to keep ignoring these rebels and then try to get these guys to attack me in the mountains somewhere. There's a lot of troops around. There's a lot of troops around. Alright, lost that siege. So what they're going to do is I think they wait there until... Apparently the way it works is they're going to wait there until the garrison is basically maxed out, and then they're going to make a... They'll move out. Now, when are you going to arrive? On the 3rd, and I'll arrive on the 4th. I'll still be able to wipe you without reinforcement. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. Come at me, bro. I don't think you will. No, you changed your mind. Now, we have to make sure we win this before they reinforce. Okay, no, they're not heading there. They're not reinforcing here, so we're going to be able to squash that stack. Now, that is a big army coming down there. What I'm going to do is... Question, is there a river crossing to Welsh Brixton? There is. How's your maneuver? You do have a maneuver of 4 and 3. Okay, so... so close. What I'm going to do is split the stack. In the second group, we're going to try to roll a new leader with high maneuver. Actually, I've got one here. I could do a reassignment, and he's pretty good here. Hold on. Because I want them to have the river crossing penalty. Especially since this is hills and not mountains. Okay, that battle just ended. Good. So you got a 3-2. Okay, so you we're going to replace with the high maneuver guy. So the maneuver... Oh, they stopped. Shoot, the maneuver should stop them from getting... Or should force them to get the river crossing penalty. And then after that, the best military leader should take over. Alright. We'll see if you stick around. No, you keep changing your mind. You're going to get more and more reinforcements, huh? Let's say, hey, listen, my allies. Why don't you come and attach over here? France is going to maybe win a battle over there. I could leave, I suppose, without taking it. We'll see. I'm going to remember to put on Force March right now as well. 1st of July, they'll be committed. That is a massive, massive fort. Too bad we're not fighting in the mountains. So they're definitely going to take this fight. So we will try to go and reinforce as much as we can, but I'm not going to lie, that's going to be pretty dicey. Milan, how you looking? Still high war enthusiasm. And I have no diplomat whatsoever kicking around. So let's go ahead and start recovering one of these dudes, so we can consider doing some negotiation soon. And... alright. 1st of July, let the autosave. I guess we'll recall that diplomat as well. Move in here. So these guys will have to defend for a few days. We actually don't have very many cannons, which is too bad. Pomerania is around. They'll be able to jump in as well. These guys should have -2. One from the hills and one from the river crossing. Indeed, they do. They do have a 2-5 leader. That's not so strong. And on our side, we are using the 3-3, which is pretty good. They have slightly higher base morale, which makes it slightly more likely that they'll win the battle overall. Plus, of course, more troops in general. Although, mercifully light on cannons. What's the combat width? 20. So a lot of these troops aren't going to necessarily be fighting. Obviously, that means that they have a lot of endurance. But they won't necessarily be fighting. And they did roll a 0. Thank you very much. And once we get our reinforcements here, we still don't have a crap ton of cannons, unfortunately. We have enough of a front line, just barely, to hold the front. If Pomerania can jump in... Pomerania, where are you going? Pomerania, come here. Come to me. What are you doing? You gotta come here. I need more muscle. What the hell, Pomerania? They're losing a lot of troops. We might lose the battle, but overall they're losing more stuff, which is good. Pomerania, what the hell? All they need to do, if they'd just come here, we would have won it. What are you doing? I mean, you're not I don't have a subject, so I can't tell you to like reinforce. Why are you going there? What? I don't know what your plot is, Pomerania, but you're gonna cause me to lose. Look how close it is. We would have easily won this battle if they had just reinforced me. What the Come on, seriously. Pomerania, where are you going? You've decided you have to go in, and siege something over there? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Pomerania just cost us the war. Literally cost us the entire war. Well, we would have won the war, period, if Pomerania had showed up. Or if Pomerania were helping out France over here. What the hell are you doing? I can't believe it. I guess I could have done a big burst hire of mercenaries and tried to reinforce in there. Like, we could have... If I had expected for a second... Okay, looks like France is going to win that battle there, which is nice. If I had expected for a second we wouldn't get reinforced, I would have done something like that. Just spammed money on mercs and threw them into the battle as quickly as possible. Alright, so we're all into the finale. So great, we gotta wait for those reinforcements. I'm gonna move over here as quickly as possible. We're not fully reinforced, but we gotta make sure that we win one of these battles. Why are you going there? France, why don't you just go straight here? Are you gonna lose that battle because of stupid navigation as well? AI, come on! Move a few units in! They are so obsessed with sieging, we're going to lose that battle. They're so obsessed with sieging that we aren't going to win a single battle in this war. Come on, just hold out a little longer. We can do it. Just hold out, make sure you don't lose the second I get there. Okay, they've got a lot of troops on their side. Five! Look, Pomerania is finally going to show up. Oh, thank God. We do have a -1 on our side, which is bad. A 4-3 general's pretty good. What do they got? A 2-5. So it's sort of kind of a wash. A lot more numbers. France, move the rest of your army in. France, move the rest of your army in. Oh my God, the AI is driving me freaking bonkers here. Why is the AI certain that the most important thing to do at this point is just to simply lose the war? Oh, now you're going to move. It's too late now. We've got no morale left over. We're probably going to lose before you show up. 15th. Yeah, we're not going to hold out 4 days. What? If you're going to break the siege, just break it. Well, you did arrive before we lost it. Okay, hold on. Before we get any further. Build all mercs. See if we can just keep throwing in individual dudes from time to time. Sometimes it can make the difference. We're losing a lot on our side. Oh, no, no, no. Slight reinforcements. Lucky roll there. Could still happen. Although if they'd reinforced a little sooner. We're going to get a couple of random losses here and there. You get in. You get in. Yeah, that's fine. I should have actually just canceled that one. I'm going to cancel this one here. Although it would delay them from reinforcing, but that doesn't matter. Cancel, cancel. Good roll. Nearly there. Just throwing in, like, some random, you know, people on the front lines. Oh, how come that didn't get canceled? Maybe I clicked on the wrong province. Come on. Ah, we won it. Holy crap, that was tight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do and consolidate so that our front lines are functional this time. In fact, I probably should have done it before we jumped in over here. And what we're going to do is, well, we should probably let the morale tick up, I suppose. Let's make sure we switch that army there. It'd be nice to do that, but I don't have enough enough morale to do it. So we're going to have to let that one fall. And we can't really chase to stack wipe anything. Okay, we need to let our morale improve, which will be the fastest if we're in friendly territory. Let's maybe explicitly move around there. We'll stick ourselves in burn, which is nice and mountainous. Let everything recharge at that point. Recall that diplomat. Actually, if we do that, we should be okay. Where are you going to run to? Ile de France again? France, you really got to stop your war with England. We're in too many of them, so it would be really nice if you could do that. And then focus entirely on somewhere important. Alright, we got our 3-3. That's pretty good. These are woods. Will we get a river crossing? No, they have no maneuver. So we can do this. We're not going to go in at full morale, but we will still be okay. We should be. That's Ferrera. Where's Ferrera? Down here, right? What's their military tech? 10? I'm at 11. Okay, good. Sounds very good. We no longer have the ahead of time penalty here, and we're almost out of points, so let's go ahead and go and do that, because why not? We'll get some extra trade income, which will help in this war. Welsh Brixen is almost cored. Oh, it's probably paused because we're in a war. We're in a war with Milan. Right. Yeah, makes sense. Even though we didn't actually take it from Milan, did we? They just happened to have a core on it. Alright, they're going to lose some good numbers over there. We still have a third of our manpower, which is not huge. Let's go and grab that. Come on. Squash little tiny armies where we can. Okay, they've moved there. We will want to de-siege those guys soon. Right now, they're not going to break the country yet. Oh! Can you not break a country that's at war? Oh! Oh, well, there's defect to Milan, though. That is starting to tick. Trier confronts us about rebels. I want the thing that gives me prestige again. Piss off Trier, and we'll defend the Protestant rebels to encourage that. Checking on the map mode. Mostly it's me that's Protestant over here. There's a couple little nations and a little bit of Reformed, but not that much going on. Good. Let's merge these guys. Do another little consolidate check and see if we can catch that. We don't have much in the way of morale. No, and they'll reinforce from Tyrell, so don't do that. Check our force limit. Okay, we are going to go and I guess we'll build the knights. No, you're not under siege. Stop it. Or the riders, I should say. We might end up with too much cab if we've consolidated our front line. No, we've got no cab at all, so that's fine. We're going to get the mercs coming together. And you're going to be there, but we're not really going to be able to go there because you'll be able to reinforce, which would be bad for me. If you might attack me here. At least I have the woods. That's still a -1 to them, which isn't bad. We'll mostly let our current forces tick up. We'll be mostly reinforced very soon. And, of course, we'll get our knights. Go through Tyrell. Let's see here. How's Milan feeling? They've got a lot of war exhaustion. Their enthusiasm is still quite high, although that's going to change soon once their capital gets sieged out. Savoy. Wait, are you in a separate war? Oh, you are. Savoy opportunistically decided to attack. Oh. You know what? Let's make it over there. Actually, let's force march. We'll spend a few points. We'll get over there and try to decisively win against England. We might win that fight as is. It's possible. It looks like we will, actually. Which makes especially force marching rather silly. It's going to get reinforced by Hainaut. Are they in that war? They are. Okay, good. Select army. Unforce march. I wonder if I can kill these guys before any reinforcements happen. I'm not at full morale, though, so I should still wait for a little bit longer. Let's just move to Constance and then reevaluate at that point. Looks like most of their armies have moved away, which is good. I think we can jump on those guys relatively safely. Yeah, we did win that. I only have, like, the one dude over there, but it's probably worth bringing him over. Yeah, I don't think they could do anything. And we just got another morale tick, so let's jump in on them with Force March. We'll easily be able to catch them. Again, farmland is perfectly flat. They've got no leader either. Oh, no, they do have a leader. What is it? 0-0, though. So he's going to get crushed. Does have a bit of a discipline bonus, which is, you know, it's not nothing. Good. Now, these are hills, so I'd rather not attack them, although we do have pretty serious numbers on our side. Let's move into Tyrell and start doing some sieging there. Turn off the force march. We will, of course, get a little bit of attrition doing that. And one of these armies doesn't have a leader. Can I assign a leader from here? No. From here? Nope. Gotta invest in an idea. Cheaper tech cost is pretty good. We don't really need the admin points right now. Unless we want to boost our stability further. I don't think we need to do that. If you want to attack me in Tyrell, that's going to be totally okay. When are you going to get there? As early as the 10th. Let's preemptively do that. So it would be nice if we had a leader here already. It'd be better if we baited them in friendly territory, because then we can do a general swap at the last minute. Ah, they changed their mind. I'm still going to move this guy here, so we do have a leader. And that'll be something. So they might still come. They might be waiting for their final burst of reinforcements. In fact, I think that's exactly what's happening. We do need some more cannons. How's my money? Let's go ahead and raise our war taxes. Because this is going to be a longer war anyway. Exhaustion is still manageable, which is fine. When are you going to arrive? On the 25th. I'll take that fight. It'd be better if we had, you know, anyone at all linked to our, you know, any AIs around. But I'll still go ahead and do it. I'm actually going to build a couple of cannons as well from my actual manpower pool. That's going to be fine. So when is it? Okay, right now we'd have to move on the 27th. Okay. Sounds good. When are you going to arrive? Oh, slightly too late. I should actually had you force moving so we'd have a leader there in the first place. Still, you're not going to have to wait that long. Make the move there. You're going to have some reinforcements, but that's okay. We'll make do. Let's do this. They're not going to have a river crossing because we had no leader, so we definitely didn't have any maneuver whatsoever. Alright, France has got a stack of 25,000 coming in. All we got to do is hold in the mountains long enough for France to show up, and we will crush them here. And then we'll really have to go and take care of these rebels. Okay, they're not going to defect yet. They're currently losing more people, which is good. What's the width here? 13, so our front line is sturdy enough to hold. They do have more cannons, though. But we got Pomerania, France, Should be okay. You're under attack there. We don't want to lose the siege there because our coring is almost done. It would be really, really, really annoying if that reset. On the other hand, I'm really happy they're not joining in this battle. There we go. We now have even numbers, superior numbers, even more superior numbers. They still have their -2. We are using France's stats, so we don't have the big discipline bonus, but that's still okay. At least not on that screen. It might factor into a few of the individual roles here and there. At least the tactics side, maybe. I don't know. So they're losing considerably bigger numbers, which is good. They're also going to run out of morale. Someone else joined the coalition. It'll be interesting to see if the coalition breaks up after this war ends. Because again, these guys that are joining the coalition shouldn't be in this war at all. It's just that, like, they're basically forming a separate coalition, one that can fire after this one. Battle of Tyrell is done. Lovely. So, I think I'm going to go and de-siege this while I wait for this stack to get better. To get healthy again. How are we doing above our force limit? 31 of 28 is actually not that much. We are building a couple other troops. I don't think we can catch any of those guys to stack wipe them, which is unfortunate. That is a nice little catch there. And again, I'm just looking for the earliest possible peace out. So yeah, we're gonna de-siege this. But we do have to take out the rebels. It's on hills. Would have been better to attack them on the farmland. But what can we do, huh? Okay. 332. Check the progress here. Did that reset? Interesting. It did reset. Why is that? Milan. Seriously. You're not willing to do anything yet. Length of war, coalition war. Oh, coalition makes it that much more likely to stick around, eh? Ah, it's good to know. We can't separate peace out anyone. They're all joined in here because of the coalition, as opposed to an alliance. So there's no separate peace. Still, they can't go on forever. You got the positive war score. Achieving the war goal. War goal is 80% of the battles. Which, as long as we keep squishing a few little stacks here and there, is good. It's not the size of the battle. It's just the number of the battles that matters for this. Are you... You're not going to move into there. Hungary is sieging here, which is nice. Oh, that's a little bit annoying. Because again, that will cost... This will account against us for the 80%. France is going around. They're still at war with England, but I think most of the English troops are off the continent at this point. So we're doing okay. Really nice to catch these guys, but I don't really want to attack them in the hills, if I can avoid it. Okay, not much siege progress here. Let me just go ahead and crush these rebels. They do have their 2-2 leader, which is a little less than great. They are in the hills. Ah! How come it's so bad here? Oh, it's coastal access. We don't have a blockade. We don't actually have enough cannons for the +5. And yet still... Feels like it should have processed. Tell you what. Let's focus on the other war. Actually, that battle's going to be fine. France is going to jump in there and should crush these guys. But let's see if we can get the smaller stack. Or, is there any chance we could cut these guys off? And attack them somewhere a little bit more flat. Because I would take that very happily. Crushing that one stack would also be nice. Oh, I should have let that first move finish. I want to put force march on, but I could have probably let the one province move resolve itself first. Alright, we will still be able to cut them off somewhere. I don't actually care what kind of landscape at this point, because we're going to have such superior numbers that we're going to crush them regardless. There we go. So this should be fine. Look at this. Flat land. Excellent. Better than 2-to-1 numbers. Slightly better combat stats. They're getting good rolls. It's also nice that actually Milan is... Oh, Austria's leading this, apparently. Austria leader, or maybe Austria's providing the leader, whereas Milan... It's their flag. I'm confused as to what that indicates exactly. Oh my god, this has been a super long episode. I didn't realize it. Too caught up in war. Thank you very much for watching this. When we come back, we'll continue defending ourselves against this monstrous coalition. Not sure what we're going to get out of this necessarily. We could ask for land, or we could just ask for other concessions so we don't get more aggressive expansion. We'll play it by ear. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.